Ready for another cruise? Let's go! Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to give you our full review of the wonderful Carnival Celebration. We did a 7-night cruise out of Miami going around the Caribbean. It was a fantastic time. We really enjoyed it. It was our first Carnival cruise. We went in a little bit skeptical, a little bit hesitant, but we absolutely loved it. But what I'm going to do in this video for you is break down each of the different aspects of the ship, the embarkation, the food and drink, bars, entertainment, all that kind of stuff, and give you kind of the lowdown, if you like, as to what we thought of this wonderful ship and any kind of hints and tips and stuff that made our cruise a little bit better. But let's get started and we'll move towards the embarkation process. Now, we arrived at the terminal nice and early, just before our kind of boarding time, which was 11 o'clock. The staff were super friendly. We got through the first stages really nice and easy. Upstairs, then through security, no problems there at all either, and then through the kind of main building area. It was really light, really airy, sorry. I really loved the design, how kind of open and what have you it is, but we didn't get much chance to enjoy it as we were whisked straight through and onto the ship. It was an absolutely, pain-free experience. It was so easy. From the moment we dropped our bags off outside the terminal to getting on the ship was maybe 20 minutes, if that. Really quick. We had our paperwork, had everything scanned, and we got on board ready to go. It really was a super quick and easy embarkation process. Carnival made it very easy, and overall really impressed. We've had some kind of mixed experiences out of Miami, but Carnival definitely are doing a fantastic job at getting people through the terminal nice and quickly. And it's onto the ship, ready for the fun. So next up then, talking about the ship itself. The ship is absolutely beautiful. It is Carnival's largest ship currently in their fleet. Absolutely beautiful design outside with the blue paint and what have you, the gold lettering of Carnival Celebration. She looks absolutely fantastic in the sunshine, and the ship is just wow, it's absolutely enormous. There are so many lovely pools and hangout spots. There's so many fun activities and kind of additional items on board, some of which I'll touch on in a little bit. But the ship itself is really pretty. Looking at the cabins are really nice and light, airy. I love how modern and kind of clean design they are. They're really bright and what have you. These cabins are very modern, really light, lots of lovely colours and stuff, and it was a really pleasant place to be. The ship itself kind of follows suit with that. It's got some lovely kind of intimate bar areas, lots of lovely intimate dining rooms, really nice open spaces though for entertainment, and lots of fun things as well on board to do. The ship itself really is fantastic. There were so many little kind of spots that we love to sit and have a drink, enjoy some entertainment, and just take in the ship. So the ship is absolutely fantastic. Definitely the best ship that we've ever been on. Definitely got the most kind of stuff on board to do as well. We were really impressed with it. So next up, I want to talk about another important aspect of your cruise, and that is entertainment. So the entertainment on board Carnival really did blow us away. There were some fantastic things on throughout the day and in the evening. You've got obviously various different theatres and venues on board, and each night in the theatre there was some kind of new show or comedy performance, something going on. You've got this kind of deck area on deck 6 and 7 and 8, which is the kind of main hub of the ship, opposite kind of Java Cafe and Tropical Bar. And again, there you can get a variety of different performances going on, events. One night they had kind of like a flag nationality show going on, and that's embracing all the different cultures that are on board. They did Family Feud on board, Family Feud Live, which was absolutely fantastic. They had lots of little kind of quiz shows and game shows going on, and people could take part in it. If you registered and signed up, you had the chance of being called for one of the game shows. They did bingo, and they just, they had so many shows going on in the kind of main atrium in the theatre. It was very difficult at times to actually know what you want to go to, but the Carnival Hub app, that I'll get to in a little bit later on in the video, was fantastic at kind of showing you where all these things were on and what times throughout the day. The different venues on board, you have Punchline Comedy Club, again lots of fantastic stuff going on in there, and again each night some kind of different comedian going on. You've got the piano bar for some fantastic live music. You've just got so many fantastic venues on board, and what I love is that they've used each kind of bar and space and what have you for something different. There's always maybe some live music going on, whether it's violin or piano, or in some bars or restaurants they've got a band and stuff playing. So there's always something going on the ship. If you want to enjoy like a big theatre production, you can. If you want to go and watch a game show, you can, or do some trivia, there's those running. Or if you just want to sit and enjoy some piano music while you have a bit of a drink before dinner, you can do that too. The entertainment really was fantastic, both for adults and for kids as well. If you've got little ones, you know, there's a variety of different kid shows going on board. They also have a Cat in the Hat kind of event and parade where you can kind of walk around with Cat in the Hat and Thing 1 and Thing 2 and all these kind of fun activities with them. There's photo opportunities with them and a Build-A-Bear workshop at sea, which was absolutely crazy cool. But yeah, lots of fun activities. The entertainment was superb. Probably the best ship again that we've done for entertainment. Could not fault Carnival at all for it. So no cruise would be complete, of course, without a big part of your cruise holiday, and that is the food. Obviously, these cruise lines and cruise ships have a fantastic array of cuisine and dining options on board, and Carnival Celebration was absolutely, you know, no exception to that. There was some fantastic food on board. Starting with the buffet area, again, you've got a really nice selection here. Everything we had in the buffet was absolutely fantastic, you know, really fresh, tasty. I love the buffet area and how kind of, again, light it is, airy. You can sit by the window. They've got these cool kind of high chairs and stools and stuff. Again, really colourful, playful. The buffet wasn't the biggest selection I've ever had in the world, but it was always very fresh, really tasty, and they did still have a really good option. But you know, the reason why I did learn that the buffet wasn't the biggest in the world is because they actually kind of have this policy on board to try and reduce waste. So I think they're trying to be a bit kind of smarter in terms of how they put food out, just to reduce the amount of food wastage on board, which I think is a really good thing. If you think of how much food and stuff is consumed on these cruise ships, anything that they can do and we can do to, you know, help reduce the waste a little bit is always a good thing. But they've counteracted that though to make sure that you still have a huge variety on board by having a load of other venues as well that you can get breakfast, lunch or dinner from. You've got the street eat section out by the pool where they do like a taco kind of stand. They've got like a little kind of like bao bun sometimes, or it's noodles. They've got fresh seafood. You can, you know, pay for oysters and clams and lobster. The Mexican kind of section there on the pool as well has fresh tacos and burritos. You can go there for breakfast and stuff and have a breakfast burrito. They're open for lunch, for dinner as well. You've got Guy's Smokehouse as well at the back of the ship, which is absolutely fantastic. We really love that. You've got Guy's Burger Joint as well. You've got all these wonderful different places. The Smokehouse for us was absolutely delicious. Again, live music being played. We always love barbecue and stuff in America, but really fresh food, really flavourful. There's an outdoor section as well where you can grab some and go and sit by the pool. Yeah, just the Smokehouse was one of our favourite venues. We absolutely loved it. Guy's Burger Joint as well, famous burgers there, really lovely, really fresh. And then of course you have Sheila Neal's burger place as well up near the top deck, and this was just wow as well. Shaq's Big Chicken, absolutely amazing. The burgers got made in front of you. These giant chicken cutlets came out. They were put in a patty with your sauce and cheese and whatever else it is. The fries were really good, and it was just fantastic. The thing that impressed me most about the food, not apart from the variety, was just the quality of it. It was always really fresh, you know, really hot, and whenever we went and had a burger, the amount of times that, you know, it would literally be taken out the oven, popped onto your burger and served straight away. There really was, you know, really fresh. That's fantastic to see. Other cruise lines and stuff do burgers okay, that you can be made fresh, but sometimes they're more kind of, you know, bunged down like a little kind of tray, and then you just kind of grab one. But these ones are literally made in front of you, really quick, and really popular on board. There was sometimes a little bit of a queue, but it always moved so quickly, and to get a, you know, food that's that good and that fresh, I was more than happy to wait for. I really enjoyed it. The dining rooms and stuff as well, a big part of your cruise experience. We did go there for breakfast, lunch and dinner throughout our week on board, and they were all very good as well. The staff were absolutely fantastic. We enjoyed lobster night on board. The staff were really friendly and fun, and sometimes as well as you're eating, they then do this kind of like show where some music plays and the staff are dancing or singing. Something different, but it's entertainment. You have entertainment while you eat. And that was absolutely fantastic. So if you've got little ones, or whether you're traveling as a couple or solo, I will strongly say that you will find something to eat on board. You've also got Chabang, which is, you know, their kind of Mexican Chinese fusion restaurant. Absolutely fantastic as well, plus the other specialty restaurants that you will find on board. But I think the dining on Carnival Celebration has to be some of the best in any cruise ship or cruise line that we've done. It really was that fantastic. And of course, what do you need to go with your food? A nice drink, of course. So on Carnival Celebration, there are loads of fabulous bars on board this ship. Some of them are, you know, very quirky and outgoing. Some are a little bit more intimate. But regardless of where you choose to go for a drink, there really are some fantastic options on board. We did have a drinks package for this particular cruise, so we did try and sample, you know, a fair few of the cocktails and beverages on board. And on the topic of that, one thing I will say is I was really impressed with the sheer variety on board. There were so many different cocktails you could try. I mean, we were on board for a week. Kate and I really struggled to kind of try everything, if you like, but we always kind of were able to find something that suited our taste. And depending on which bar you go to, there are some really interesting combinations and really lovely flavours and stuff. The Golden Jubilee bar, which is down you know, by the Carnival restaurant with the big ship model, absolutely fantastic. The restaurant itself and the bar area is so nicely designed. It's really pretty, and it's lots of like historic items there as well. It gives you the history of Carnival Celebration, the brand, the ship, you know, different kind of experiences about how this was introduced onto cruise lines. And it's really interesting. It's a very nice intimate setting. They have live music there in the evenings, and the bar there as well was absolutely fantastic. Some of the drinks on that menu were just superb, really strong as well. So if you like strong drinks, you can have, you know, some really nice kind of punchy drinks. But they also had some more mellow options as well. Just really lovely. Me and Kate sat there a couple of times and just enjoyed the atmosphere and enjoyed working our way through the different cocktail menus. But yeah, that extends throughout the ship. All the other bars we went to, you've got the favourites like daiquiris and mojitos, you know, all that kind of bits and bobs, plus you can get soda and water. But we absolutely loved it. I think the drink options on board are absolutely fantastic. The alchemy bar as well, if you want to head there, the menus are really cool. They open up with this kind of light and stuff, which is really neat. Really good flavour and stuff on all those, smoky, and it's just, we had a great time. I cannot say enough positive things about this ship. The food was fantastic, and to be able to get a nice drink as well to enjoy in the evening, yeah, we couldn't fault it. The you know, the drinks and stuff were exceptional. Remaining on the topic of drinks as well, quickly, I just wanted to touch briefly on the drinks package. Like I say, we did have a drinks package on board for our cruise. Myself and Kate and the two boys as well. Me and Kate had a alcohol package, the cheers package, and the boys had a soda package, and I'm really glad we got that actually. It was a little bit, you know, of additional cost to our cruise, but when you consider how many drinks we had, I think it more than warranted it. I think in the end we paid about £800 for a week for the drinks package, and the boys is, I think we're about another £30 or something like that for the soda. But we kind of drank a fair few cocktails, beers, plus when you add in the bottles of water that we took back to the room, we personally more than warranted it. But if you're not sure if you kind of, you know, would maybe need it or not, comment down below, let me know kind of what you drink, you know, how many of there are you, and we'll kind of maybe discuss and see if it could be good for you. There's lots of really useful tips and stuff online as well to kind of give you an idea as to whether it's worth it or not for you. But for us personally, for this cruise, it was. We were really glad we had the drinks package. Now the next section then is really important for those of you with little ones, and that is the kids clubs and activities on board. Now I have done a separate video on this, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link down below in the description. It was a full review of our experience of Carnival Celebration's kids club, but just to kind of summarise that video, basically, the kids clubs were absolutely fantastic. We think that they were some of the best kids clubs that we've ever done on any cruise ship. The staff were super friendly and really learned, you know, our boys' names, which was fantastic. You had a cat in a hat room you could play in, and I just like how engaged they were. All the time whenever we went and picked Oliver up, he would come out with something new that he's created, or, you know, he'd be in face paint or a costume, or he would have drawn something, and the staff, you could see whenever you kind of peeked into them, were always, you know, engaging with the little ones, trying to show them how to do something or teach them something or dance or play or whatever it may be. And that's really fantastic to see, because it means that the kids have got their chance to, you know, self-play, but they've also got a chance to learn and just have fun with everyone. We did Build a Bear at Sea in the main kind of atrium. Oliver absolutely loved that and got the little teddy bear out of it. He really enjoyed that. And all the other activities and stuff they did just made for a really positive experience. Obviously it's their holiday as much as it is yours, and it's just fantastic that everyone can enjoy their time on board. And if you're dropping them off at Kids Club, you can feel confident that they're having fun. And I guarantee you, when you go and pick them up as well, they'll want to come straight back out. It really was that good. So perhaps one of my favourite things about Carnival Celebration, as you can probably tell from the coaster coasters, we do love our roller coasters here as well. We are huge theme park fans, we love rides and attractions, so one of the big things for us about going on Celebration was of course Bolt, which is the ultimate roller coaster at sea. Now we were super excited to go to the kind of fun ultimate playground area on Celebration. You've got mini golf, which the boys absolutely loved. You've got the water park and splash area, which was awesome. We did the water slides. I did the orange drop slide as well, which totally blew my mind with just how much fun it was. But it was really just amazing area of the ship. So many activities that you can do. And when you're sailing in the Caribbean, you know, you have the sunshine. What better place to be than up on the top deck, enjoying a cocktail, in and out of the pool, playing a game of mini golf, and of course riding Bolt. Now Bolt is an additional upcharge. It was $15 per person. Well, that does give you 2 laps, but it is hands down the best experience I've ever done on a cruise ship before, and one of the best things I've ever experienced. It was just so much fun being able to, you know, accelerate and launch out, you know, into the turn and go all the way around the ship. You know, you're super high up, you know, looking out over the water, and I've never seen anything like it. It was so much fun. If you're a little bit skeptical and not sure if it's worth it, I 100% recommend jumping on board. For $15, you know, what an experience to say you've done on a cruise ship. It was fantastic, perhaps my favourite thing about Bolt. So the final thing I wanted to touch on, because it really does add to your experience, and that is the Carnival Hub app that you can download on your smartphone. Now this was really useful tool actually going into our cruise, and then when we got on board and connected to the Wi-Fi, I was really impressed actually at just how well the app worked. It showed you so much information. It gave you a crystal clear outline as to what your bill was each day. You could keep track on, you know, what you've spent and where, you know, where you're buying drinks, you know, any tips you've left, anything like that. And also just, you know, what it showed in terms of daily planner and activities was fantastic. I really loved that also it gave you a lot of information about Kids Club. You could look and see, you know, where the little ones were at each point. It gave you a breakdown of each Kids Club and what activities they were doing. And the daily planner you could add stuff to, and the app would remind you. I just had a perfectly flawless experience with it. I really enjoyed actually having the Carnival app, and it was just really useful. I know a lot of people are a bit skeptical about the apps and like to have the old-fashioned paper copy. I do to a point as well. I totally understand that. However, if you can download the app, it's just very useful and has a lot of very good information there for you, and it's laid out in a really nice way, and more importantly it just works. A lot of the time some of these cruise apps and stuff are a bit kind of wishy-washy, they're a bit, you know, unclear, or, you know, not very good, but this one was absolutely fantastic. So if you can, definitely download the Carnival app. It will just help your experience and make it a little bit easier. So there we have it then. All I have is positive things to say about Carnival Celebration. It really was a fantastic cruise. I've been very fortunate now to do around 12 cruises now over the past 2 years since I first started, and I have to say that the Carnival Celebration was my favourite. The food was absolutely fantastic, really fresh, you know, delicious. The drinks were amazing, and I loved sampling the different cocktails. The ship is beautiful with so much entertainment, and the fact that it's sailing around the Caribbean, doing some fantastic ports, you know, having a wonderful time, and you've got so much to do. We were never bored. Every single day you could go and try something different, whether it was enjoy some time on Bolt and the ultimate playground area, or go and do a bit of trivia or watch some music, whatever it may be. You've got so many fantastic venues. The ship is really big and it holds a lot of people, but the staff and Carnival do such a fantastic job at making you feel like you're having a good time. You know, the atmosphere, the party vibes, all that kind of stuff. It really was superb. I cannot fault Carnival or Carnival Celebration at all. I really enjoyed it. Of course, if you have any questions about the Carnival Celebration, perhaps you're sailing on her soon, if you want to know anything about the ship, our experience, whatever it may be, then please leave a comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button because it really helps us out a bunch. That's all for this video though. Many thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.
Welcome back to the channel.
Ready for another cruise? Let's go!